All right, welcome back to BD and DIY. Today we are changing an old exterior light out. This one quit working. It's LED. Costs more to get the parts for it than it does to fix it, unfortunately. So we are gonna swap it out for a motion sensor light. So as you can see, I've got it off already. It was just basically two little nuts to take off, and in here I've switched the plate. The plate that was in there had two bolts coming out to come through these two holes here and hold the light to the wall. This one is different. This one is a center mount. So I switched the plate out, and now I just got to bolt that plate in. We'll get our wires connected here, and we'll be all set. All right, let's get this plate mounted firmly. I was going to use these bolts that came with the light, but they're too long. So we'll put the old bolts back in. Get that screwed down tight. Now, first thing you want to do before you do any of this is turn the fuse off in your panel. And you could probably get away with just doing the light switch. However, if somebody ever walked up to that light switch while you're working on it, you're still going to get zapped pretty good. So I recommend turning the fuse off in the fuse panel. Don't need to get electrocuted today. Okay, take that one out. Grab our shorter one. There we go. All right. Get that one in. This one's a little trickier when they put the wood siding on the house. They didn't really cut the hole big enough for the screws in here, so this one's a little more of a struggle getting it started. There we go. Once you get past the wood siding, it's not so bad. Probably should have just brought my impact driver out, and we'd have had this done a while ago. Almost there. There we go. Okay, so we got that in there good and tight. So now we can undo the wires on here. So we got a white wire, a black wire, and a bare copper. You might have a green or green and yellow. The green or green and yellow is, or bare copper wire is your ground. So you're going to want to hook that back up as such. White will go to white, and black will go to black. This electrical tape off of here. So this isn't too bad of a project. Before you start, it's always best to take the light off and take a look at it. There we go, it's off. Because as I say, you may have a different plate in the back. And if the plate you have, if there's not one in with your light that you got new, you may have to go to a hardware store and get a different plate. This one came with the new plate, so yeah, perfect. Then we'll go get our new light. Okay, got our light here. We're gonna wire that up. So like I said, white goes to white. This yellow is our ground. Okay, and if you're trying to find that out, it actually has the ground symbol right on it. And even if you look on here, there's a ground symbol on this little green screw. We're not actually using that because our house wiring has the ground in with it. So we're going to go right to that. And it's grounded to the back of the box here. So it's not going anywhere. Got our black, black. And we're just using MAR connectors to put it back together. Just make sure that when you get the MAR connectors on, there's no bare wires showing. If you have bare wires showing, then best to put a little bit of electrical tape on it. And white to white. There, now I'll move you guys in a little closer so you can see that. Just give me a second here. All right, so you can see here, I've got the white to the white, the black to the black, and I got the green and yellow going to the bare copper. And that's it for this. The only thing I gotta do is grab my gasket. Okay, now, you wanna make sure that you get these wires all tucked in behind here. And get our center post. Oh, I know what I need. I forgot the screw to screw that back on. 1 second here. Now we gotta get it lined up though. Wire's tucked away still. All right, so might have a small issue here, and that is that the stud coming out of this is not long enough. So that's okay because I've got longer ones. So we'll be right back. We'll get that switched out, and we'll show you how to mount this up onto the wall. Okay. Got our plate switched around here. Got a longer bolt on it. So now we should be able to put this piece on. Get our wires tucked back in. Oh yeah, that's much better. Much gooder. There we go. Now this is not as fancy of a light, however, I don't have a lot of light out on this deck, and I do quite a bit of barbecuing out here in the winter time, and the other light never really lit the deck where I needed it to. And these are all, as you can see, these all move. I'll show you that here in a second when we got her tightened up. A little bit more. Be careful, I don't want to break it. It is plastic. All right, okay. So now we have a motion sensor here. So I'm going to angle this way so when the door opens, it should set off. And then we have this triple light here. And this one can go that way, which is what I want because I want to light the deck up over there. This one will light the yard up out here. And then this one I don't actually really truly need, but we'll send it out that way. So I'm going to go in and we will turn the breaker back on and see if we have light. Okay, all set up, breaker's on. Let's see, what do we got? Ta-da! We have light. So, yeah, start to finish, took about 25 minutes maybe. Probably more time getting stuff ready and put it away than changing it out. So, you don't have to be afraid of home electrical. As long as you hook the wires up the way they were when you took them out, you should be okay. And if not, most of these things come with instructions anyway, so. But yeah, we'll see how this is. This is an Ameritop LED motion sensor light. It's supposed to be the equivalent of 3,500 watts, which seemed like quite a bit, so we'll see how it is. I don't really want to light the whole yard up, but we let the dog out here, so she has her zip line and her run here. So yeah, hopefully we'll be able to shed light on the situation now. So anyway, thanks for watching. Any questions, feel free to comment, ask the questions in the comments. Be sure to subscribe. The more subscribers we have, the more video content we put out. So, and click on the notification bell. Thanks for watching. All right, so update on the light. It works extremely well, as you can see. It's lighting everything up here, including the deck, which is nice. Now I'll kind of be able to see when I'm barbecuing, so that'll be nice. It definitely is bright. They weren't wrong when they said equivalent to 3,500 watts, I guess. So yeah, worked out good.